What's up, YouTube? Luchasaurus Rex here. Want to do a deck profile on my cousin's first place Volcanic deck profile.
The chain's a joke.
Yeah, the chain is a token now, sadly. And he got first place with the locals tonight.
Second place last time, and first before that, too.
Yeah, he wrote the theory on this deck. This is Dylan Lucas here.
Hello.
And let's get straight on into the deck profile.
Okay. So, standard Volcanics. 3 rocket, searches Blaze Accelerator Reload. 3 Pot of Avarice on legs. So, 3 Shell. Basic discard fodder.
Absolutely.
And the Rage Quit card.
I hate that card. That card is so good. It's a portable
Raigeki 1500. That's how you beat Clee. Yeah, you can't kill the tower, you just burn them to death because they pay 8.
Burn them to death.
Doomfire, good old boss man. Sets up OTKs actually with the reload. The average is about 6,200 damage, so basically any hit before that will make it an OTK. Some decks don't play this, but you can pitch him with reload if you don't want to summon him. So I've never had him be like a dead draw. And he just totally wrecks things, makes things miss timing, and all sorts of crap. Okay, so with the loss of Summoner Monk, rest in peace. Well, Summoner Monk didn't die, but the reason to play is Monk. Playing 2 Murmillo. 2 Murmillo searches Bottomless and Trap Tricks. I play Trap. I'll get to that later. But yeah, I play 2 Trap Holes, 2 Murmillo. Great with Call the Haunted 2. It was great with Summoner Monk, but I can't play Summoner Monk anymore. I don't have a reason.
Sad day.
Yep, sad day. But yeah, it's great with Call of the Haunted. I don't play a lot of MSTs, so this kind of makes up for it. And then Trap Trick Stipple Nightmare is very, very important. So, and then now I'm playing 2 Veiler over my 2 Summoner Monk previously.
And you will see why in just a minute.
Oh yeah, no, it's a really dumb reason to play Veiler. Veiler is honestly it's to stop Trish. I mean, there's other things, but Trish is the only thing that, like, Trish straight up wrecks this deck. I'd lose to Trish.
Yeah.
They go banish Scatter Shot, banish Reload, banish a card in hand, and I'm just like...
Try.
Yeah, basically. So yeah.
It stops the whole engine for the most part.
Yeah, my deck is very tutored not to be Trished, and luckily that helps with, like, I can Veiler, like, Altair and what's some other stuff?
Monjuice engine.
Yeah, but...
Sometimes a Falco whenever they flip it. Stuff like that.
Yeah. It's mostly for Trish. I mean, it's primarily for Trish. Yeah. That's my primary threat. Okay, so especially now that I'm not playing Monk, I'm playing 3 Duality, since Doomfire is now my only monster that special summons.
Right.
So this is just the deck bricks, so this is to make it less brick.
Yeah.
And these will be ulti as soon as I can. I'm main decking 1 MST, 1 Raigeki, 1 Book. These are the only, like, other spells. Like, I've seen builds that play Dark Hole as well, but I was like, with 3 with Scatter Shot, and then Raigeki's enough, and then...
Why not play 4 Raigekis for the most part? Yeah,
I mean, I'm already playing 4 Raigekis, essentially. Dark Hole just seems really overkill. And plus, I'm not playing a lot of monsters, or the ability to swarm with monsters. Keeping my side of the field up is important, so I don't want to have to be locked down by the choice of Dark Hole, or lose my monster, or... And Raigeki just solves that.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then I'm playing 2 Planter. I was actually a big opponent of this card for a long time, and then I actually tried it, and I absolutely love it. I have never not liked this card since I've started using it. It's great with Reload, it's great with Call of the Haunted, it's great with Vanity's Emptiness, it's great with every continuous trap I play. And I play 8.
Yeah.
I believe it's 8. Or 2. If I played like 10 continuous traps, I might go to 3 planners, but that seems like it would clog. Yeah. So with 8 traps, I was like, 2's perfect.
Yeah, so you'd say it fixes some of your bad hands.
It does.
You kill like
it
the
does.
it
also lets you come. It also lets you come back. Like if like they take you down, you can go like flip call, bring back Murmillo, pop a spell or trap, and then just either overlay with her and then feed the call, or just feed the call, and she did her job. So
seems good. Seems good.
So of course 3 reload, entire point of the deck.
Why not just one of this card?
This is a deck profile video, not a stupidity video.
Alright.
Okay, so 2 call. Combo's great with Murmillo. Like, I have absolutely loved Murmillo now when I've started playing the calls. That's the reason I've dropped down to 1 main decked MST and only 1 in the side as well. Murmillo just does. I love in phase call, bring back Murmillo, normal summon whatever, overlay, feed it to planner. It's just. It works so much better, and it doesn't brick that much. This also helps brick hands, because if you have a monster in grave, you can actually still make plays.
Right.
I'm playing 2 lose a turn, again, primarily for Necros. It does exactly what it says on the card to them.
Yeah.
They don't get to play for a round.
Pretty decent against the other decks, especially.
Yeah, I don't like it against Burning Abyss. I said it out then. But Shadal, it's pretty good. It lets me kill Winda. That's one thing.
Pretty good against.
And it's really good against the Taylor Knights. Yeah, because no Deneb searching.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Is it stops the Neb searching and Trivia bouncing the field.
Okay.
So yeah, I like this card, and especially now that I don't have Monk, it's almost never dead. Like I had a few instances with Monk where I'd have an Xyz like Chain or Emerald, and then I'd have this card, and I'm just like, well, I can't flip it over. But now with that, with Call is like my only time I can't flip this over. So
yeah.
So then my other, let's see, that's all my, and then I'm okay. So then I'm playing 2 Deep Prison, and this is for everything but Necros, even though it's still kind of good against Necros. Everything else hates this card.
Yeah,
like,
I hate that card.
Everything hates this card. It's not chainable. I think it's one of my only back row that's not chainable. But it just does so much. You hit, like, Dante especially. Dante, or if they get greedy, try to poke. I've had people try to poke with Graph or Seer.
Yeah.
Hitting those are especially really good. Hitting Unicore or any of the Necros. I mean, it's just a removal.
Now, honestly, do you feel like this card is better than Mirror Force in your deck, or do you feel like Mirror Force kind of blows away some of the hyper extended fields that happen?
I think this is better for 2 reasons. One, Burning Abyss. This is Mirror Force is completely useless against that deck.
Right.
The other reason is I already have Scatter Shot to deal with overextension.
Okay.
So this is for if my opponent summons, even something simple, like my opponent summons a Manju and is like, hey, I'm just going to play Manju Beat. Or
that makes sense.
They summon Thunder King, or something like something I don't want to Scatter Shot.
Okay.
This makes spot removal, and of course it's better than Sekretsu Armor.
Absolutely.
So then, I'm playing my 2 Trap Holes. Bottomless because it's bottomless. This is for Trish.
Yeah.
This is for Trish, and this is for Trish. And it's searchable for Trish. No Trish.
For both Trish.
Yeah, no Trish. For my other traps, I'm playing 1 Ring because Burn and Spot Removal. 1 Vanity's Emptiness because it's Vanity's Emptiness. 1 Compulse because it's good against everything but Necros, which obviously I set it out for. And then I'm playing 1 Jar of Avarice. And the only reason I've played this card is mainly, 1, I can get Call the Haunted back. That has become, I've actually done that quite a number of times. 2, and early game, when you do see this card, you can go for a Scattershot play, which almost always will by the time that Scattershot can resolve, there's 5 cards in there. And it's really good against Necros, because they go Summon Trish, and you go activate Scattershot, and then flip this over. Like so it'd be like, activate a Mirror, you know they're going for Trish, use Reload, send Scattershot, Chain Resolves, Summon Trish, Chainlink 1, Scattershot Burn, Chainlink 2, Trish, Chainlink 3, Scattershot, milled with the other 2, Chainlink 4, Jar of Avarice, so they can't banish the Scattershot. And if you only have 5 cards in your grave, then they can't use, the Trish doesn't resolve either. So that's the main deck.
40 cards?
40 exactly. And yep, swamping locals, except for one time I lost to Burning Abyss in time.
Yeah, that happens. Barbar's a card.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it actually went down to it was first kill, and it was the finals.
Yeah, summon Barbar.
And yeah, it was basically a dice roll. Whoever went, like I won game 2, so he got to go first, and I had Scattershot, and he had Barbar. So for the extra deck, I play 5,000 level chains.
Rest in peace, good card.
Yeah. Anyway, the extra deck's just standard rank 4 stuff. Boat, honestly, for Burn. Boat's not that good. It's just literally only for Burn.
Yeah,
Cowboy for Burn.
Cowboy.
This pair for Burning Abyss.
Sometimes.
Dark Rebellion.
Because.
Yeah, I'd cut this for a crab if I had a crab. I don't have a crab.
Okay.
A Dweller.
You don't have crabs.
Pearl. Pearl puts in a lot of work, primarily because you can't Fiendish Chain this thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That is the entire reason I play this thing.
I forget about
I
that
love
sometimes.
you cannot Fiendish Chain this.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I play it, and it is so helpful against Taylor Knights and Ritual Beasts play a lot of Fiendish Chains. I mean other decks too, but those are the primary ones that I see play Fiendish Chain all the time. Exciton, Diamond Dire, Heartland Draco, Castel. Yeah, for the most part. And then I literally was like, you're going to take my chain away, and I'm going to put Veilers in my main deck, and I'm playing Call of the Haunted, You're getting trished. I'm not. I've finally summoned.
You're tired of people trishing you. So
yes, I am going to trish you back. I have not trished a Necros player. I trished a Telenite player, but I've never. But yeah.
Okay.
I mean, all I have to do is have a monster on board and a monster in hand and a Veiler somewhere, and it's fine. It's rank 4.
Also, can combo pretty good with Call of the Haunted.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah.
And if there ever becomes like a rank 4, I need to put in. Like first off, I'd rather cut Dark Rebellion before I cut this. I've never summoned Dark Rebellion. I said it for King Crab. And then if another rank 4 ever comes out that actually was better than this, I'll cut it. But for now, I mean, I have no complaints about this card.
Understandable. All right.
So, on to the side deck.
Alright.
Well, I used to side this card, and then I stopped. And now I have to side it again, because frickin' double towers. This is like...
Yeah, Klee Turbo is a problem.
It's a lot harder than the regular Klee to beat. I can beat the regular Klee usually because that game is a lot more grindy.
Right.
And Volcanic can win grind games because of the chip burn damage all over the place.
Yeah.
This,
So tell us what this card does. For some people that don't know what this card does, explain what this card does.
This works exactly the same as Lava Golem, except you only tribute one monster, which is incredibly relevant for Klee, because they usually only have the one towers at first. They summon the 2 towers later, whatever. But the initial play is 1 towers. You can't Lava Golem 1 monster. This Lava Golem, this can kill 2. The other upside of this card is it is a Volcanic. So if you don't have the towers play, or you don't need this card, you just pitch it with the reload.
Right.
Or mill it with the reload if you don't want to draw it. Or whatever you want to do. Or, yeah, and you can recycle it with Firestorm Guards too, because it's pyro like all the other Volcanics. Like, it meshes so well to the deck, and it's such a good out to towers that I mean, it's totally worth the spot. The other effect it has, it's kind of like Lava Golem. For Klee, it's probably Lava Golem. During your end phase, you have to send a card to the grave if you control this card, or you take 1,000.
Send a card from
the field.
Okay.
The thing is, it has to. It's a cost. You can't send pendulums. So against other decks, it wouldn't be that good because they can pay for the cost, like Burning Abyss or whatever. But Klee will have to send spell and traps. They cannot send pendulum monsters. So they start to send spell and traps. The other effect it has, which is the bad effect, the opponent can use this card to send a card to the grave to deal 1,000 to me.
Yeah, that seems like a problem. But
yeah, you usually summon it in defense and kill it immediately anyway because it's only got 1,200 defense. But again, the only deck I side this for is Klee, and they can't send pendulums for that effect because it is a cost to send. Okay. So yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah, it kills towers.
It's just extra burn damage.
It is. I wish Volcanics had some kind of Stratos, but they don't. So this is what I'm forced to do.
Oh, they have to send towers. That's cool.
They can't send... Oh, yeah, they can send towers. It's a cost. So if they have 2 towers and you can survive a round of them swinging, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, understandable. But
it kills the towers, and that's all it does.
Still neat.
Then the rest of it's kind of standard. 2 Maxi.
Yeah.
2 Lancia.
Turn around.
Oh, yeah. 2 Maxi, 2 Lancia. The second MST.
Yeah.
Double Drama Trio, double Fairy Wind, double Shadow Mirror, and I'm playing 2 Karma Cut as my other side tech.
Okay, seems good.
And the only reason I played Karma Cut over Phoenix, I was playing Phoenix, I was playing both, and then I was just like, I don't see a reason to play both, and I settled for Karma Cut over Phoenix Wind Blast because even though it can hit like back row and Scout's really the only relevant kind of not monster it can hit.
Yeah.
Everything else like. I would rather, in Necros, I'd rather use this, and against Necros, I'd rather get, BA, I'd rather use this, Shaddoll, Satellar Knights, like literally the only deck I would rather have Phoenix Wing is against Klee. Okay. So I went with this, since I already sided the Volcanic Queens for Klee.
Seems good.
And even still, if they do this play, I can Karma Cut one of them and they can't summon towers, so. Yeah.
Well, alright.
That's the most deck.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
No, I've kind of dominated locals for the past few weeks, so I'm kind of satisfied with this deck.
Yeah, deck's really strong. Well, alright. Thanks for the deck profile. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Luchasaurus Rex signing out.
This is Alcadillon.
And this is Alcadillon signing out.